Listen to this. Every single successful person you've ever heard about has gone through the exact same moment you're entering right now. That moment where you stop fitting in with your old group, where the things you used to enjoy don't hit the same anymore, where the people you grew up with don't understand you, where you start wanting more. Not because you think you're better than anyone, but because you finally realize you're capable of more. You stop doing what your old friends do. You stop living how they live. You stop partying every week just to feel included. You stop wasting time just to avoid being alone. And at the same time, you don't have a new group yet. You haven't found people with your drive, your ambition, your discipline, your goals, your standards. You're in that strange space where you're no longer who you were, but you're not yet who you're trying to become. It feels like you're floating between two worlds, belonging to neither. And that feeling, that loneliness, that silence, that distance from your old life, it's completely normal. It's necessary. And every successful person has walked through it. This is the moment where you're all alone, all by yourself. No cheering, no clapping, no backup, just you, your decisions, your discipline, your dreams, and your doubts. Your friends will call you crazy. They'll say you're obsessed. They'll say you've changed. They'll laugh at your new habits. They'll question your new routine. They'll think you're doing too much. Let them talk. Let them misunderstand you. Let them make jokes, because you know you need this lonely path you're on right now. This stretch where it's just you. This season where it feels like you're fighting without support. This is the biggest obstacle you'll ever face. Not the work, not the grind, not the waking up early, not the long nights. This, walking alone. But remember, you wake up at 5 a.m., not for them. You push yourself when you're tired, not for their approval. You train when no one is watching, not to impress anybody. You put in the work, not because someone told you to, but because you finally understand that nobody is coming to save you. You are doing this for your life, your growth, your future, not for your parents, not for your friends, not for validation. For you, you're tired of being average. You're tired of feeling stuck. You're tired of pretending you don't want more. You're tired of living like the 99% when you know you were built for the 1%. This loneliness you're facing, it's not a punishment. It's a transition. It's the cost of leveling up. It's the space between who you were and who you're becoming. And if you can survive this phase, if you can handle the silence, the doubt, the distance, the misunderstanding, your life will never be the same. Everybody talks about the grind. Everybody talks about discipline. Everybody talks about waking up early, hustling, pushing, working. But almost nobody talks about this part. The part where you're putting in all that effort with nobody beside you. Nobody clapping, nobody hyping you up, nobody checking on you, nobody making sure you stay on track, just you. And this is exactly where most people break. The grind itself isn't the hardest part, the loneliness is. Think about your old life for a second. You always had people around, people to distract you, people to waste time with, people to party with, people to talk nonsense with. People who made it easy to stay average, because they were average too. Your old environment made comfort normal, made laziness normal, made excuses normal. And the second you stepped out of that cycle, you stepped into a world where most people don't go. A world where you're responsible for everything you become. And that world, it's quiet, it's empty, it's just you. That's why it hits so hard. Because for the first time maybe in your entire life, you're not following the crowd. You're not blending in. You're not playing along. You're choosing your future over your comfort. And that choice comes with distance, from people, from routines, from old habits, from old versions of yourself. You start to notice the separation. When you're waking up at 5 a.m., they're still sleeping. When you're grinding at night, they're still scrolling. When you're reading, studying, building, learning, they're still wasting hours doing nothing. Your paths simply don't match anymore, because your goals don't match anymore. People who want different lives cannot walk the same road, and you've finally accepted that. But that comes with a cost. You lose the comfort of always having someone around, and you gain the responsibility of becoming someone new. This loneliness is the stage where the old you die, and the real you start to form. You're not just trying to be disciplined, you're becoming someone with discipline. You're not trying to be focused, you're becoming someone who doesn't fold for distractions. You're not trying to improve, you're becoming someone who refuses to stay the same. But the transformation is slow, and it's quiet, and it feels like nobody sees it, nobody cares, nobody understands. And that's why so many people run back to their old life. Not because the grind is too hard, but because being misunderstood feels uncomfortable. You miss the noise. You miss the people. You miss the comfort of familiarity, even if that familiarity was killing your potential. But listen to me. This loneliness is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're finally doing something right. If you felt comfortable right now, that would mean you didn't leave anything behind. You didn't grow. You didn't elevate. You didn't stretch. Growth creates distance. Distance creates silence. Silence feels like loneliness. But loneliness is the birth of identity. This is where you learn to trust yourself. This is where you build self-respect. This is where you learn self-control. This is where you develop the mindset that separates you from the average. Everybody wants success, but not everybody wants to walk through the loneliness that builds it. People aren't afraid of your goals. They're not afraid of your dreams. They're not afraid of your discipline. They're afraid of what your growth reminds them of. Every time you level up, you hold a mirror to their face, and they don't like what they see. When you start waking up early, they're reminded that they don't. When you start training consistently, they're reminded that they quit after a week. When you start cutting distractions, they're reminded of how addicted they are to comfort. When you start improving, they're reminded that they've been in the same place for years. So of course they'll call you crazy. Of course they'll call you obsessed. Of course they'll say you've changed. Your growth exposes their stagnation. Your discipline exposes their excuses. Your ambition exposes their fear. Most people don't want to change. They just want to feel better about staying the same. And your improvement ruins that illusion for them. So instead of growing with you, they'll try to pull you back to where they are. They'll say subtle things to make you question yourself. Bro, relax. Why are you doing all that? You're acting different. You're doing too much. You're taking this way too seriously. Come on, one time won't hurt. And you know what they're really saying? You're making me uncomfortable with my own lack of effort. This is why the grind is lonely. You're leaving behind a world where everyone is the same, and stepping into a world where everyone must earn their place, not through talk, not through dreams, but through action. And action makes you stand out, and standing out makes people uncomfortable. That's why they fear your transformation. But here's the part that matters. You cannot stop for them. You cannot shrink yourself to fit their comfort. You cannot dim your light because they chose to stay in the dark. You keep waking up early. You keep working on your craft. You keep building the life you said you wanted. Because the people who leave, they were never meant to go where you're going. And the ones who stay, those are real. Those are rare. Those are the people who respect your discipline, not the ones who get offended by it. Think about it. If someone gets angry because you're improving your life, they were never your friend. If someone laughs because you're disciplined, they were never proud of you. If someone calls your goals crazy, they never had any of their own. Every person you lose is one less weight on your back, one less distraction, one less anchor keeping you small. You're not losing, you're making space. Space for better people, space for real ambition, space for a version of yourself that would have never survived in your old environment. So don't look back with sadness. Look forward with clarity. This is your life, your mission, your future, your responsibility.